Welcome to video number 3. I've got Carlin in the background. She's resting, so take a leaf out of her book, and if you need a nap, take one. If not, let's do some Pilates. We are going to start today lying on your back. Place your hands on the lower belly, and we're going to do some pelvic tilting. So as you breathe in, you're going to send your pubic bone down and arch through the low back. You can't really see, but I'm arching here. And then exhale, draw your pubic bone up and the hip bones go down, and you kind of pull the pelvis towards the rib cage. Inhale, arching the low back. Ribs will lift a little bit away from the mat. Exhale, press the low back down into the mat and lift your sit bone and your tailbone up. Inhale, arching. Exhale, tucking. And see if you can get that breath coordination. So inhale, we breathe in, relax the belly. Exhale, we start to peel up. We're kind of lifting through the pelvic floor into the core and feeling those core muscles connect. Inhale and exhale, last one. Good job. Nice. We're going to take it into a bit of a bridge, but we're going to focus really on rolling through the back. So get set up by taking your arms out wide, pressing the palms down into the earth, feeling the back of the upper arm also push into the earth. That's your tricep. And gently tuck the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, start to tuck your tailbone, start to peel the sit bones up. They're kind of lifting up towards the back of the knees. The back is peeling away from the mat. And we're pushing with our bum muscles and our hamstrings. And we're pushing with the backs of the arms to lift ourselves up. If this feels crappy in your low back, you're going to drop down a little bit. Don't push into things that are uncomfortable. And then you're going to breathe in at the top. Exhale, roll back down. So starting with the kind of bra line and the lowest part of the rib cage into the low back, all the way down through the sacrum and into the tailbone. So all the way through the spine. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift from the sit bones. Think about pulling your heels towards your bum as you do this. And you'll really feel, wow, my hamstrings are working. Backs of the legs are doing some work. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Really exaggerate how much you're trying to get one spine bone down at a time. And it might feel really hard to do that, and that's okay. It doesn't feel easy for me, honestly. Roll through. Pull those heels towards your bum. Stretch your knees away from you. Good. Now check in the mirror if you can and make sure you're not like this. Okay? We don't want our ribs kind of floating off into space while our hips stay here. We want to kind of be lifting through the bum. Nice. Good job. Okay, we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to roll up. Come to about, 3/4 of the way. Don't go to your max. Kind of stay where you feel comfortable. Really tuck through the tailbone, so you'll feel kind of the glutes and the hamstrings working. And then look down your body, and your knees should be in line with your hips. So you're kind of on train tracks. You might need to bring your feet in a bit closer if they're really wide. And then we're going to do our butterfly knees here. So we're going to inhale, breathe into the pelvic floor, open the legs up, your feet will tip. Exhale, pull everything back to center. Inhale, breathe into belly, legs come out. Exhale, feel pelvic floor lift, core gently draw in as you come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Notice if your hips have started to kind of drop down towards the ground, see if you can keep them up. Good job, last one here. Really nice. Breathe in and then exhale, roll all the way back down. And let's hug those knees in and take a bit of a rock if that feels good. Maybe take the knees wide for like a happy baby type position. Good. Let those inner thighs relax. Let your shoulders soften. Just take whatever movement feels good. Nice. Okay. Really good. Now we're going to bring our hands up towards the ceiling. And to start with, let your shoulder blades be on the mat, and they're nice and wide. And look at the distance between your fingers and try and keep that distance as we move here. So we're going to breathe in, lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. They're not going up and towards your ears, they're going straight up to the ceiling. And exhale, drop those shoulder blades back down. So we're just moving our shoulder blades, and because our arms are attached to them, they're going to move too. I like to imagine there's a big bouquet of helium balloons tied around my pinky fingers. And as I breathe in, I'm letting those helium balloons lift my arms up into space. And then as I breathe out, I'm gently pulling them back down to the earth. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. And remember that distance between the fingers hasn't changed. So we're really trying to activate a muscle called serratus anterior. This is such an important muscle for our shoulders to be strong and move well. Good job. And it's going to be important when we do things that kind of work towards planking and push-ups. Okay, lovely. So now we're going to do a curl up exercise. So we really want to focus on feeling the pelvic floor lift and the deep core muscles come on and kind of sink our tummy down and almost flatten the tummy a bit as we then curl up into kind of a crunch type motion. So I'm spending a bit of extra time explaining today. So breathe in to prepare. As you exhale, lift the pelvic floor like you're stopping the flow of urine and lifting gas in, or stopping gas. And then feel your lower belly muscles sink down. Good job. And then relax. So we're going to do that at the start of every curl up. Interlace your fingers behind your head. And the elbows are going to be visible in your peripheral vision, so you can see the elbows. They're not so narrow that they're squashing your head, but they're not so wide that you can't see them. Gently tuck the chin. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, find your core connection. So pelvic floor lifts, core draws in, and then you're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders away from the floor. And then inhale, lower back down. This is hard. If this feels too tricky, don't worry. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin and curl up, lifting head, neck, and shoulders away. If that is too tricky for you today, what I want you to practice is just finding that core connection and then lifting the head slightly off the mat. So just start there. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, feel that core connection, tuck the chin and lift up. Okay. Let's do 5 more of whatever variation you're at. Breathe in, relaxing. Exhale, lift through pelvic floor, tuck the chin, lift through core, and those muscles lift you up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Remember, you can come back to that pursed lip breath where we're kind of breathing through pursed lips like we're blowing out a bubble. And it's probably going to be a bit stronger now as you blow than it was for those slightly less challenging exercises. They're all challenging in their own way. But a curl up can often feel really tricky after giving birth. Just because there's been so much stretch through those abdominal muscles. Last one. Good job. Nice. Okay. Nearly done. Let's finish with a little bit of a stretch. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Place your left hand a little bit more towards the center. Knees are under the hips. And press the ground away. So you're pulling the shoulder blades forward. We're going to breathe in to lift our arm up. And exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Make sure your left elbow isn't locked. It's got a bit of bend in it. Inhale, exhale, back down. And same on the other side. Right hand comes a little bit more towards the center. So pressing through that shoulder blade, it's engaged, we're pushing the earth away. Little bend in the right elbow. Inhale, rotate your body away. See if you can stretch through your tummy muscles and your obliques and the shoulder. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back down. Last one. Good job. Beautiful. Nice. Take a second for yourself if you can. Relax down on your back. Let the shoulders come wide. Take a leaf out of my dog Carlin's book and just chill. Good job. Well done. You did day 3. See you in the next video.